name's Anna, and I'm so glad you're joining me for this walkthrough of a great new tool for event planners everywhere, the Event Budget Template. Today we're using the Google Sheets version, but if you're more of a Microsoft Excel person, just click this link, which will take you straight to the Excel video. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'll show you how to choose which of our two templates you want to use. Then I'll show you how to get the most out of its pretty cool baked-in budgeting features. If you want to skip to a particular topic, you can always click the link to your preferred topic in the description below. Downloading the Sheets template is easy and it's free. Just click the link on your screen, which will take you to this page. Enter your first name, then your email address, and click Download Now. Okay, so we have two options for the Sheets templates here, one for small events and one for large. Now, I'm going to use the small event template, but you can download the large event template and follow along. It will just have more options. Click on the small event template, and you'll be asked if you'd like to make a copy of the small event budget template. Click Make a Copy. And now you have the template in your own Google Sheets collection. So here's a hint. If you're not sure which template to use yet, well, download both and follow along with the small event template for now. And if you discover you need more options, you can pull out the large event template whenever you need it. So let's take a look inside. You'll see that it opens on the Itemized budget. This is the only place you'll ever need to enter your figures and event details. Let's say we're having an end-of-year gala dinner, and it will be at the International Convention Center in Sydney on the 12th of December. We're expecting around 250 people. Now, if you click on the Budget Summary tab, everything we just entered has been automatically updated in the Budget Summary. This summary is going to come in mighty handy, but more on that later. Let's go back to the Itemized budget. Under the heading Task, we have a list of categories like Venue, AV, Lighting and Staging, Catering, MC and Speaker, Entertainment, all the way down to Contingency. The template is preloaded with just about every event expense imaginable, and if there's not enough detail here, you can always try out the large event budget template. Either way, you're not starting from scratch. Now we can enter some budget amounts. We are still in the early planning stages of our gala dinner, so we don't know the exact costs, which is fine. This budget column is a quick and easy way to allocate big chunks of your budget across all the categories that you know you'll need. Now for our gala dinner. Let's say we have $40,000 to spend on our gala dinner. And we need to hire a venue with food, drinks, and some cool entertainment. Under the budget heading, we'll enter $2,000 for the venue room hire. In catering, we'll enter $20,000 for the food, $10,000 for the drinks, and in entertainment, allocate $3,000. And we'll have a $5,000 contingency for any unexpected costs. Okay, we can see how much we want to spend on each category. For example, the catering subtotal has updated to $30,000, which is the $20,000 food and $10,000 drinks costs combined. Let's go out to the market, get some quotes, and lock in the costs. There are a few venues we like, and we've secured a fabulous spot for a little over the budget at $2,500. Let's enter this in the Agreed Cost column, as it's the final contract amount. Food at the venue is in fact $22,000, so we enter that. And $10,000 for the drinks, as expected. Our entertainment came in under budget at $2,500. And they're bringing their own AV equipment, so we don't have any additional AV costs. So the pre-filled formulas in the template have already calculated the overall total for the agreed cost for us at $37,000. You'll find that even after costs have been finalized, variations can pop up that need to be accounted for. This is going to affect the overall event cost. There's a place to enter the variations that won't mess up the entries you've already made. It's in the variations column here. Let's say we're going to spend a little extra to decorate the room, $500, so we'll enter that here. And we're also going to hire a professional photographer at $2,500, so we'll enter that here. The subtotals for variations are automatically updated, and you can see here we now have $3,000 of additional costs. The final costs automatically update, so you can see straight away what they are. So here, the total cost for venue hire has been automatically updated to $3,000. And the miscellaneous section shows a final cost of $2,500 for the photographer's fees. The overall cost at the bottom here has been updated to show the revised amounts. In this case, our budget was $40,000. We signed contracts with suppliers for a total of $37,000. $3,000 in variations were approved, and the final cost of the event was $40,000. Here's a great feature that gives you a high-level view of your spend, your variances, and your totals all at a glance. It's a tool within a tool, if you like. All the costs we've entered into the itemized budget here are automatically entered into the budget summary dashboard here. So all we do to get there is click the tabs at the bottom here. You'll find yourself turning to this budget summary again and again in the lead up to an event. Now, if we try to change any of the figures in this summary, notice we get this handy heads up that we're trying to edit part of the sheet that shouldn't be changed accidentally. That's because there's a whole lot of number crunching going on behind the scenes here, and this section has been protected so we don't accidentally delete any formulas. But if you ever want to make this spreadsheet your own, you can always do that. We can just click OK. But for now, I'm going to play it safe and click Cancel. If you want to know more about what you planned to spend against what you actually spent, try out these extra budgeting features. Want to know what proportion was spent across each event element? Easy! Look at the percentage of final cost column here. It's all calculated for you automatically. In our gala dinner, the catering costs were $32,000, which was 80% of the total spend. Did you get the initial budget forecast right? How much did your final costs vary from the original budget? Well, just look at the variance to budget here. It has a handy traffic light system to highlight any elements that came in over budget, marked in red here, and any that came in under budget, marked in green. So we can see we were $500 under budget for entertainment costs. We went over our budget for venue, $1,000, catering, $2,000, and miscellaneous items, $2,500, shown in red. Using all of our $5,000 contingency, we ended up right on budget. Not bad. I've just opened up the large event budget template to show you an extra column called Spend to Date here. This is where you can enter invoice amounts against the tasks and track your actual costs. If you're using the large event budget template and don't want this feature, just select the column, right-click on the mouse, and hide column. Easy! The event budget template gives you the confidence to know you're totally across your budget at every stage of the planning process, and that it's up to date. It's also great for keeping others in the loop, like your boss, the finance team, and your colleagues. And remember, the more you use it, the better you'll become at predicting expenses for future events. Not to mention being even more strategic about how you spend the budget. How good is that? Be sure to check out our other super useful event planning tools. Just click this link and I'll take you there now. Thanks for watching. I'm Anna. Until next time.